Well, howdy tubers. Hadn't made a video in a little while, but I just got me a boot put on. We'll see how it happens, or see what happens anyways. I think a lot of the problem was that I had a whole lot of elevator travel, so I cut a little bit of that back, and that meant I didn't have as much throw here, and the boot would work out a lot better. Wasn't stretching it as far. So now I'm just getting ready to go ahead and button this up and put the tank in, and of course the tank cover, and then I guess I'll go ahead and put the lower cowl on and start getting it back together. But I still, since it's supposed to rain or start raining tonight and tomorrow and Thursday, I'm trying to decide. Yes, I paused you. Yeah, I got this going right away. If I want to go ahead and fill in this gap on the first prop, I had it fitting just perfectly and had that gap filled up. I mean, it looked good, and I really liked that look. So I'm trying to decide, since I got 2 days before or with rain coming, if I ought to do that. And so that's where I'm at now, thinking about doing that, since had my landing gear apart and greased up and tightened up, and hopefully that's okay. And put new bungee on the tail wheel, straightened it up some so that as it's sitting on the ground, that what the tail wheel pivots on is the top of it is slightly towards the back. That way when I'm in there and it gets a little load on there, then that ought to be just about straight up and down, and that's what they say that you want. It was angled back some, so that meant when you it would want to run straight. So when you tried to turn, you was actually raising the tail, if that makes any sense. It was actually trying to it was raising the tail up while you're trying to turn. If you get the geometry there, what I'm getting at. And I don't know if you can even see it. That didn't help none either. Well, let's see. Okay, there it is. Okay. Now then, maybe you can see it. That the top of that is angled back. That nut on the top is angled back just a little bit. So when I get in, it's the tail's gonna squat just a little because of my bungees, and then that'll be pretty much straight up and down, and so it ought to taxi a lot better now, and hopefully these brakes work better. I don't know. Of course, I couldn't. I just pushing on it with my hand. You can get a lot more leverage with your toes or your legs and your toes, but I still think they're better, but maybe not near as good as I thought. But they're still going to be better. But time will tell. So anyways, before I ramble on too much longer, there you go, and God bless.